Now, I know a lot of people probably clicked on this video thinking, this guy's going to give me 4 assets that if I buy them, by the end of the year, I'll be rich. It's going to be so easy. But I hate to burst your bubble, these assets are no easy way to wealth. You actually have to put time and effort into learning them, getting your head around them, doing a bit of reading, and yes, they can make you a lot of money, but you got to at least put in a bit of work up front. One thing that I will say about this way of making money, it's a lot easier than working a 9-to-5 job or anything like that. Less time, more fun, and certainly a lot more money to be made. So let's crack right into the first asset. The first asset is stocks. First of all, okay, proof. Where's the proof that a stock can make you rich? Okay, so in 1 year, Tesla stock has gone from about $42 a share to over $400. So yes, okay, that might not make you rich, but hey, who would complain about upping their net worth by 10 times the amount? By the way, I bought this stock around $40 a share as well. So yes, full disclosure, it has made me a decent return. Zoom stock, another example. It went from $70 a share to over $500. DraftKings, ticker symbol DKNG, went from $10 to almost $50. So that's up by almost 5 times the amount. Alrighty-o, I'm giving you the more extreme examples, but there's no doubt that stocks can make you wealthy. Go ask Buffett, go ask any billionaire, and they'll tell you that. Even myself, I'm a first-hand example of stocks making me good money. But this is what I was trying to say at the start of the video. You can't be a lazy stock investor or you're gonna lose. You're not gonna find the Teslas or the DraftKings because you didn't do the upfront work. So, to be successful at the game, you have to be at least playing it often. Just like in basketball, if you're a fan of the sport, you watch almost every game and it's fun. It's the same with investing. Once you get into it, it can be a lot of fun. You start thinking, what are going to be the companies that do well in the future? Artificial intelligence perhaps, esports, electric vehicles. Then you start buying stocks and yeah, you can find the next Tesla or Amazon or Apple. But you need to be in the game. And you might come to me and say, well, Cooper, I've never invested before. I don't know what to do. Okay, that's simple. I was in your exact same space 6 years ago. And yes, I was a lot poorer back then as well. Okay, what I would say is this. You can learn this game for free. I learned pretty much everything I know about investing through the online world. I originally started with a podcast called The Investors Podcast. It's all free. Then I learned from them online and through their free course. Then I started getting into YouTube and watching other YouTubers. I mean, there's so many ways you can learn this game of investing for free. And then what I'd recommend is just dip your toes in first. You don't need large amounts of money to get started in investing. You can literally build a small portfolio for $100, $200. You know, AT&T, the stock that's now in the 5G sector, that costs $25 a share. Activision Blizzard, the gaming company, that's $80 a share. It's not expensive to start dipping your toes into investing, and you can find a whole new way, a whole new world of making money. And I know what you're gonna say, an online business, that's too hard, I can't do that. I just want to work my 9-to-5 job, but hang on, I actually hate my 9-to-5 job. Listen, even if you love your 9-to-5 job, you should still be starting a side hustle in an online business. It doesn't really matter who you are, it doesn't matter on your interests. Listen, starting an online business, it made me a millionaire, and it's making people in their teens, just regular people, a lot of money. Because this is what you need to understand. The online world, the technology world, this is one area that we have advantages in as young people. Because older people, they didn't really grow up with technology. They grew up outside, skateboarding, playing sport, and stuff like that. Young people know technology better than anyone. The only problem is young people, all they want to do is watch videos or play games with technology. They don't want to try and make money with it, which is great for us because it means less competition. I mean, I could give you example after example. This girl here, Al, she makes $20,000 a month in the spiritual service niche, helping couples online. This kid here, Behazir, makes $100K a month through drop shipping and selling things online. Meet Kevin, the YouTuber, makes $1 million a month by talking to a damn camera about stimulus checks. It doesn't matter what you're into, what your passion is, you can monetize it online. If it's photography, you can sell your photos on Etsy and Shutterstock. If you like guitar or music, you can teach that online. I mean, it doesn't have to earn you millions of dollars, but I don't think anyone would complain about a decent side income. Anyway, it's the modern era. Everyone wants to be online, but so few know how to make an income online. What's great about that, as I said before, is it means less competition. At least at the moment, it's not so big. And it's not too hard to start up a business online. For example, me, 3 years ago, I was poor as anything. I was working a job as a driver, and I wanted to start up a business online. So I listened to this guy called Jeremy, who had a page called Financial Education. He was talking about making money online and how it was possible. I decided to take the step, put myself out there a bit, and try it. After 1 year, my online business made a full-time income. After 3 years, it now makes me about 10 full-time incomes every year. So guys, it is possible to start a business online. I can say that firsthand. Okay, this is one that is a little harder to get into in the first place, because even though you can borrow 80% of the money you need for a house, you still have to have a deposit saved up to buy. Nevertheless, it is an asset that can make you rich, and most people who are rich will own some form of real estate. But, you can get started from the bottom with no money. For example, Graham Stephan, he started by becoming a real estate agent and selling houses. And then, once he saved up a bit of money, he got into the investing side of things. And I gotta say, I'm purchasing some real estate soon, and I recently went to a couple of auctions that I lost. But anyway, the real estate agent side of things looked like a lot of fun. There was this excitement in the air with everyone selling houses. There's a real team atmosphere to it, and it's very social. Also, the nice thing about being the agent is it gives you inside knowledge. You get to know the true value for each house. You know exactly what to look for in a property, and you know how to get a deal on one. So you could consider becoming an agent before buying a property if you don't have the money. Otherwise, the next option you have is something called a REIT. A REIT stands for a Real Estate Investment Trust, and basically it's just a stock that invests in real estate. A lot cheaper way of investing in property. For example, Heritage Growth Property stock, which costs around $15 a share, is a REIT that invests in shopping, dining, and entertainment real estate. Or Amada Hoffler stock, that's $9 a share, which invests in office-type real estate buildings. So essentially, it's just a lower cost way of getting into real estate for the ordinary person. But if you really want to become wealthy with real estate, you have to become an independent owner. That's how Trump got rich, Grant Cardone, all of these guys, they're real estate investors. You don't have to be as big as them, but even owning 1 or 2 homes, that can bring in thousands of dollars of income each month. Nothing to complain at. Oil, water, gold, these are all scarce resources, aka we have a limited amount of them on the planet, especially water. And if you become an owner in something that has a finite amount of it, it's normally a valuable investment. Another great thing about certain types of commodities is you get big tax breaks. For example, oil, tangible cost for drilling is 100% deductible. So there's major benefits to certain commodity investments like these. Another type of commodity to just consider owning is Bitcoin. Yes, it's a currency, but it's also a commodity at the same time. If Bitcoin continues to grow its influence and more people adopt the use of it practically, then there is a lot of potential money to be made. But Bitcoin is also very risky, There's no doubt about that, at least compared to the other assets that I've talked about. But you see, the difference between the rich and the poor is poor people say get a secure job and climb your way up that corporate ladder. Put on that suit and tie every day, work 9 to 5, and you'll make some money. The rich people, however, say work for assets. This way you'll make money while you sleep. Buy stocks, commodities, real estate when you can. And most importantly, if you truly want to become wealthy, you have to start up your own business, and the way forward is online. The opportunity is now, but most, unfortunately, will not take this opportunity.